Hello, good morning. I don't think I've vlogged anything for a few days now. I've been spending a lot of time on university stuff, and also the last 2 days or so I've been spending quite a bit of time editing videos, which has been really good because I hadn't edited a video for probably about a week, if not longer. This morning I do have some more uni stuff I want to do, but it's not as urgent and won't take as long. I do want to edit some more videos, namely the last vlog you would have watched, because I don't know where it starts and ends. Well, I know where it starts, I don't know where it ends. But the main thing I want to get started on this morning is I've mentioned, I think in my last vlog or the vlog before that I'm going on holiday with my family, which is very exciting. And my Dutch grandparents have organised it and have invited sort of all the grandkids. And one of my cousins has organised a present for them, but I would like to try and organise a song as well. We do a lot of songs in our family instead of speeches. And I think I know which song to use, because that was taking me a long time, and I think I've decided on it. But now I need to write out the lyrics, and I'm not very good with that. So I literally just opened up a blank Word document, and I think what I'm going to start off by doing is just think of some phrases I would like to include, or at least sentiments I would like to include in the song, and then we'll figure out lyrically how we can make it work. I am not a songwriter, I am not a musician. It's going to be interesting. So I will catch up with you later and tell you how that's going, or how it's gone. Going, gone. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share. I'll see you over here. All right, it is almost 12 and I've just finished a first attempt, and I've sent it off into the group chat with my cousins, and I've said, please make changes. But at least this is a starting point, because I know everyone, I think, finds it hardest to start. And I even said, look, if you want to change the song, I don't mind. No one else is doing it, so here's something. So now I think I'm going to get on with editing stuff, and I realised I also really want to edit my A closet / wearing video, because I finally finished filming it yesterday or the day before, so it's going to be a big one. Anyway, that's all for now. That's the latest update. I'll see you over here. Hello, I feel like I've honestly spent most of the day editing the last vlog you would have seen, and it's saving now, and I need to leave at 5. It's now, I think, 7 past 4, sorry. And at around past, I'm hoping to just grab a snack, something to eat, because I don't know what the deal is going to be. Because basically, I don't know if I've spoken about this in this vlog yet, I'm going to babysit a family that I've not babysat for before. I haven't even met them. And usually when I babysit, it's my family, and I know that I can just eat their food if I get hungry. But I have no idea what the situation's going to be, and I don't know if it's going to be the kind of family that doesn't even have snacks, full stop. So I am going to bring some food anyway, I think. But it's way too early to eat supper for me, and they said I probably won't be back until sort of 10:30, 11ish. So I think I'm going to have a pretty decent afternoon tea. I've already had actually 2 cups of tea in the last sort of hour, maybe 2 hours. And I think I'm going to walk, because it's as long to walk as to take the bus. And the weather's quite nice, and I kind of feel like I want to walk. Also, it saves me the £1.75, but I feel like I want to walk. So that's what I'm thinking. I'll probably come back to you before I go, but I just wanted to tell you that I finally finished editing this vlog. I'll see you later. Bye! Hello, it's just gone 4:30 and I've got my afternoon snack, and recently I've been cutting down to 2 biscuits, not for any diet reasons, just because 2 is enough for me. But today we've gone for 3 to try and fill me up more. And my grandma, I asked her if we had any sort of pretzels or crisps or something I could carry and take with me. And we've got both. So I'm gonna bring these with me, and I'm very happy. At least that way, even if they don't feed me, I'll have something to snack on. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy my crunchy apple. Bye. All right, it's 5 to 5, so I'm gonna get myself ready to go. I'm gonna take my laptop and charger. I'm gonna take a notebook and my pencil case. I'm gonna take my snacks. I'm gonna bring headphones, obviously. And then I'm gonna walk for half an hour or so. And I'll listen probably to my audiobook, which is The Last Magnus Chase, or just to music. We shall see. But I won't be taking you with me because I'm babysitting kids. And we'll see what happens. I'll probably talk to you tonight, or tomorrow morning, or some time. I don't know. I'll see you soon, I guess. Bye! Hello, it is 10 to 1 and I have an interview at 1, so in about 10 minutes, but I'll probably try and log in early and just make sure everything's set up. I've got my notebook here as well. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm also very excited. Now, yesterday's babysitting was super chill, super easy. I barely had to do anything, but it was extended, so I only ended up coming home around midnight, which is why I didn't film anything. But I think it went well.
as I say, I didn't have to do very much. The kids were very well behaved, so it was very easy and they were happy to just sit and read for most of the time I was there. So anyway, I'm now going to do this interview. I've been editing as well this morning, some videos. I'm trying to get through my A closet / wearing one, and I've started on it. I've made a good dent so far, but there's still a lot more. I think I'm only about halfway through. So I'm gonna go do this and then we'll see what happens after. Also, I've literally just brought up my cases. So this weekend, over the next few days, I'm hoping to do some unpacking, some packing, I need to measure the case, I need to check that it's allowed on Ryanair, and hopefully I can fill a bit more in of my wearing as well, if I've got the time and the patience for it. Anyway, I'm gonna go do this interview now, and I will probably speak to you after. Bye! That wasn't great. That was 10 minutes long, and they didn't want to answer most of my questions because they said it was too similar to the survey, even though I'd said the questions are going to be similar to what you received on the survey. I do think I've got some things in there that I can use, but that was, didn't leave me feeling good. But hey, it's done, and at least I've done my first one. Right. Well. Hello. Having had a little bit of time to sort of ponder about the interview, first of all, they did say some stuff that was useful, so it wasn't a total waste of time, which is good. But I think the reason I felt so bad about it was because it just seemed like they didn't want to answer any of the questions, anything. And they reached out to me to say that they wanted to be interviewed, so then I just felt like, well, what was the point? What were you hoping to gain out of it? And I think that's what I'm struggling with. But I've got another one tomorrow, then one on Monday, then one on Thursday as well, because a fourth one came through this morning. So, you know, I'm getting responses and I'm getting interviews, and, you know, this was the first one and we'll just take what we get. But anyway, I have finished finally editing the A closet and wearing video, and it's almost all done except one thing, which is actually a YouTube problem. So I'm trying to see if I can get it to work now, but at least it's done. And it's a messy video and it's not the best, but I'm just glad because it's the initial sort of start of all the future fashion-y videos that I'm going to do with wearing, probably, hopefully. And it was one I just did not want to look at, and I've done it now, so I'm very happy about that. And then I've just come back. We went to a sort of more Jewish area of London just to get some things, and basically Saturday night to Sunday is a Jewish holiday called Purim, or as the British probably say, Purim. And it's a really joyous holiday. And we all love it because it's one of the few Jewish holidays where you can still do everything as normal. So you can still drive, you can still go on your phone. There's so much you can still do that usually on Jewish holidays you can't. You can still eat everything. In fact, you're encouraged to eat. Although, to be fair, you're often encouraged to eat with Jewish holidays. But basically, I know it's coming up. I know it's in a few days' time, and, you know, I know it's fun. But everything was decorated for it, and it had signs, and they had, you know, like balloons and whatnot, just celebratory things, and it was just fun to see. And it's put me in a good mood, and it's got me excited for the weekend. I don't actually think I'm going to be doing that much for it, but still, it's put me in a good mood. So those are the things I wanted to share with you now, and I will come back on here when I've got more to share. Isn't this fun? Hello, another day, another interview. It's 11:35 now, and the interview's at 12, and I'm all set up and ready to go, but I haven't heard anything from this interviewee, so I'm a little bit worried. To be fair, I hadn't heard anything from the interviewee from yesterday, but with this one I sent an email yesterday, so we'll see. I think this one's going to be really interesting. I'm hoping it will anyway, and I'm hoping it's a bit better than yesterday's. My grandma has been busy making chicken soup, which is a staple in most Jewish households, but she hasn't made it obviously in a while because I don't eat chicken. And I was never a huge fan of meat, even when I did eat meat, but I always loved chicken soup, and it was the one thing I missed the most when I turned vegetarian. And the smell of it is just wafting through the house, and it smells so good. I'm not going to have it, obviously. I'm not going to break 13 years of vegetarianism over a bowl of chicken soup, but I am going to enjoy the smell. I also think the smell is probably better than the taste, and I don't know if I would still enjoy it now. Anyway, I think I mentioned yesterday that coming up this weekend we've got a Jewish holiday, and there are 4 main things that you're sort of required to do. One is called Matanot Le'Evyonim, which is basically give charity to 2 different charities, so actually I should probably do that No, I can do it on Sunday. One is Megillat Esther, which is the reading of the book that we read, and you have to read it twice. I think everything's in twos, actually. One is a Seudah, which is a meal with people. And the last one, and the most important one really, is Mishloach Manot. It's not the most important one. And it's where you have to give a little something of food to at least 2 people. Now, from what I remember, there is a rule that it needs to be at least 1 piece of fruit. I could be mistaken. But usually when you're kids, you just get lots of snacks and chocolates and sweets and crisps and whatnot, and it's the best. And it's such fun, and you get excited to see what you're going to get from each other, and it's just a whole thing. But obviously here I'm kind of doing it with my grandma, and she's been making soup and bread for everyone, but to be honest, she's done all the work. All I did was label things. And I really want to try and give something to her, which is hard because we live together. And it's also hard because in about 2 or 3 weeks, we're both going to be away for 1 to 2 weeks. And then we get back and it's 1 week until Pesach, which is when we have to get rid of all our food. But I'm going to meet a friend later, hopefully, around 4 o'clock. So if I leave a little bit earlier, I might just literally pick up a singular apple or something and maybe a thing of crackers. Just something, but hopefully something that isn't too much. So that's my plan for today, and that's why I just told you all that information, because the end goal is basically I want to try and buy some things for my grandma. So that's all I wanted to share. I really hope this interview goes well. It starts in about 20 minutes now, which means I'll probably log on in about 10. And yeah, and then as you see, I haven't yet even looked at my cases. I've not moved them or anything. I might try and get started with that today, although I don't know if I'll have time. I'll try tomorrow. Shabbat is a really good time for it, but we are going out for lunch. So I don't know what time we'll be back. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. And I need to measure my case. That's the main thing I want to do before Shabbat. So that's all that I wanted to share for now. And I will see you later. Bye. This is my face coming off that call. What a change from yesterday. I'm going to bring you a bit closer now. I was so worried at first because I got in sort of 11:53 and by 12:04 they still weren't in. So I was like, oh, they've forgotten. And I was literally about to type them an email when they joined the call. And they were so good, just so good. They said so many clever things that I cannot wait to use in my essay, and they're going to connect me to more people who will be relevant and useful, and also they run stuff that is theatre related, so I'm putting them in contact with my agent so that, you know, if there's anything that comes up. So it's just, I just feel great. I thought this would be a good one, and then I got worried because they didn't show up on time, and now I feel amazing. And now I need to go switch off the chicken soup for my grandma and then send them an email. But yay! Oh, I'm so happy. All right, that was all. Bye. Hello, I've just had a lovely afternoon with my friend. We went to Starbucks, and for once I remembered to bring my own Keep Cup takeaway thing. And I saved 25 pence. That's quite a decent amount. That's the most I think I've ever... Oh, maybe I've seen 30 pence once. But I think usually it's like 15p or something like that. So that was nice. It was lovely to catch up. And I feel like there was something else that happened as well that I wanted to share with you, but I can't remember now. I've literally just got in. Oh, yes. So I did manage to get, I need to whisper this because I don't want her to hear it. I did manage to get a couple of things for my grandma. Grapefruit, crackers, and a little thing of nuts and dried fruit. It's nothing special, but it's something at least, and it's healthy, which is important to her. That's all I wanted to share. I am going to switch off now, probably for the whole weekend, I imagine. But I'll see you when I see you next. Bye. Hello. Today was a day. I went to shul in the morning, and that was fine. I enjoyed shul. But then usually you have the service in the morning, and then it usually finishes sort of somewhere between 11:30 and 1, depending which shul you go to, and depending what else is on. And then afterwards you have something called a kiddush. And usually there's some sort of snacks and food and grape juice or wine or whiskey in some places. And you make a blessing over the drink, and then kids and everyone just snacks on the food that's there. It could be crackers, could be ice cream, could be brownies, could be anything. And that's really the opportunity where people can chat, because obviously before that you're in the service, and also men and women are split, at least the shul that I go to. And if you've watched this channel long enough, you'll know that I'm not a huge fan of socializing and that I have social anxiety. And so my favorite thing to do at a kiddush is to disappear. But because we were going out for lunch, I couldn't disappear. And unfortunately for me, the person that we were going to lunch with, I think spoke to every person in the room, or at the very least stayed as one of the last people there. And it was especially busy this week. I think there was an engagement or something, so it was just packed and there were so many people and I didn't want to talk to people. And also, this might sound like a silly thing, but for kiddush, they also have like herring and fish and whatnot. And I cannot stand the smell of herring. As a Dutch person, you'd think I'd be used to it, but it makes me feel sick. And so everywhere I walked, I was getting this smell. We're gonna finish this later, sorry, or probably tomorrow. All right, I can't quite remember where I finished up last night, but basically I was already quite out-socialised by the time kiddush finished, let alone we still had to have lunch with people I don't really know. And not just was it the family that we went to, there was another family there, another family and another individual person. But luckily there was also a dog, so as soon as we got there I just went to the dog. I was like, hi friend. But I did just feel the entire time that I was like way outmaxed my social battery and my social anxiety was just really there and I just felt trapped. I'm not good in social situations. I am very introverted to begin with, plus I don't like crowds or people, and like big crowds of people I suppose, and I also have social anxiety as I've mentioned, and this was just a lot of socializing with people I don't know. I find it hard with people I do know, but it's even harder when it's people I don't. So basically, I just wanted to leave the entire time, and it's not their fault. I'm sure they're lovely, but for me, it's got nothing to do with them. Yeah? Take 3. So long story short, I didn't enjoy it only because I struggle with social situations rather than that it wasn't a nice time. But I was very, very happy to get back home. We got back around 4 o'clock, I think. And then in the evening, I didn't do much for the next few hours, but in the evening we went to shul again to hear the Megillah, which is the scroll from which we read for Purim, which is the holiday we're currently celebrating. And that was really nice, because basically for this holiday everyone dresses up. Well, most people, kids do, and some adults do as well, and it's fun when the adults do. I didn't, because I didn't have anything to dress up with. But it was just so cute seeing everyone in costume and sort of having that experience. I can't remember what I did for it last year. I'm sure I would have been here, but I have no recollection of going to shul or anything. So anyway, that was really nice, and I got to see my cousins as well. And my youngest cousin dressed up as Wednesday Addams, and she's naturally got really long hair, and it was just so cute. So that was a really nice evening. And then last night we watched the 2 sort of penultimate episodes of Luke Cage season 2. To be honest, I'm not loving this show. This is probably my least favourite season of all the ones we've watched. But I did enjoy those 2 shows because they introduced a character, or reintroduced a character who I really like. And we've only got 2 left, so that's nice. Now it's about 10:30. In about half an hour or so, we're going to go to shul again because you're meant to hear the Megillah twice. And then we're going to drop off Mishloach Manot, which is the gift packages I think I mentioned a couple of days ago. So we're going to drop some off to people locally. And then this afternoon we have what's called a soda. I don't think I mentioned that before. And it's basically a meal you're meant to have together with anyone. But we've got my cousins coming over, so that should be really nice as well. And then I'm hoping to make it to gymnastics, but the meal starts at 4 and gymnastics starts at 7. So I might be cutting it a bit too fine, depends how long everything takes. We've already received some Mishloach Manot, so that was really nice as well. We had our first Hamantaschen. You might have heard of them or seen pictures of them. They're like triangle, pop in a picture. And it's very sort of, you only eat it at Purim. I've never had it any other time of year. And we've had some chocolate, which is nice. And my grandma doesn't really like chocolate, so anything chocolatey that we get, well, she does like chocolate, but not milk chocolate and not Maltesers. And we got a big bag of Maltesers. Well, not a big bag, a bag of Maltesers. So she's given that to me, which is nice. I'm getting all the sweet stuff and she's getting all the savoury stuff, basically. Which means that I'm ending up with more food again. I don't know how this keeps happening. I'd just finished my Dutch and Australian stockpiles, and now I've got all the stuff from Sam, Katie, Rebecca, and now the Mishloach Manot as well. But anyway, and next week, sorry, this is totally unrelated, but next week is going to be so busy for me. I'm doing a bunch of interviews for university, which is amazing. I'm so glad I'm doing that. I'm potentially doing 2 more babysitting nights for the family I babysat for a couple of nights ago, which I'm very excited about. I'm glad they asked me back. I've got the start of my job, one of my jobs, so I've got, I think, two days that I'm working for them. I'm seeing a friend, my friend from Ireland's coming over for literally 24 hours, not even, 12 hours. So I'll be with them. And then
on Friday morning, my brother arrives from Australia, and then in the weekend, we've got 101 things planned because he's only here for the weekend. So it's going to be a busy week up ahead, and I imagine I probably won't even film that much because I don't know how much time I'm going to have. But I imagine that will be a separate video. I might still film stuff today or, tomorrow about today. But then I think I'll end this vlog and start a new one for next week because it's gonna be busy. But all good things. I'm finally working and earning lots of money, which is great. Well, not lots, but more money than I have been. And I haven't even measured the case. I haven't looked at packing. I wore this dress today for the first time in goodness knows how long. And honestly, I'm thinking about taking it with me to Spain. We're going to Spain on the holiday. I don't know if I've mentioned that. Because it's quite light, it's quite thin. And I think it could just be the perfect thing to throw off if we're going somewhere for the day, but also to throw on after like swimming or if I'm wearing a swimming costume underneath. So I wouldn't have thought to bring it, but actually now that I'm wearing it, I'm thinking maybe. But we'll see. That'll probably be next week's vlog as well, unless I can get anything done in the pockets in between today. And the things I bought for my grandma, I got a message this morning from my mum asking if I could buy her some things, and I said I already have. Here's what I've bought. Do you want me to add anything? I don't know if I'll have a chance to go to the shops. And my mum said if you can add, and then she gave me a couple of things. So I'm gonna see if I've got time to, but it's gonna be a very full day today, so I don't know when, but we're gonna try and get that done today as well. Anyway, that's all. That's all the updates. Thank you for sticking with me so far. There might be more to come, there probably will be. And so I'll see you later. Bye. Hello, I'm actually very warm. I need to take off my jumper. We went to shul this morning and it was really nice. And then we drove to a pretty Jewish area and drove around to drop off Mishloach Manot for various people. And just the absolute chaos of it. It was highly entertaining. Plus you're seeing people dressed up walk across the streets. It's what I imagine Halloween is like in America, but it was just so entertaining for me. Anyway, then I got home, my grandma's still out driving around, but I managed to get a couple of extra things. I've got some blueberries and some lemon green tea. My grandma's really got into green tea recently, and she mostly drinks jasmine, but she likes lemon, and they didn't have jasmine. I was gonna get her jasmine, but we'll see if she likes this. And it's small and she'll use it, hopefully, so I'm gonna find a bigger bag, cause the bag I had won't fit those, barely fit what I already had. Put those away and then, I don't know, chill until my grandma gets home and tells me what needs doing, I think. And I've been talking to my brother as well, trying to plan things for when he's here. That's the phone going off. That's all I wanted to share. I'll see you later, maybe. Bye. Hello, I've received lots of chocolates, which is nice. Although we've just had a very filling meal. Very tasty and very lovely, but very filling. And I'm quite tired now. But it's 8 o'clock or almost 8 o'clock, so obviously didn't get to go to gymnastics, which means that I really want to do, even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes, but something of stretching or moving or something. So I think what I'm going to do, and actually tomorrow I don't think I've got too much on. I think I've just got 1 or 2 interviews, and I really want to wash my hair tomorrow because it's Monday. Oh, and I need to book something for when my brother's here. Well, I need to try and book a show, and we'll see if I manage to. Fingers crossed. So I think I'm just gonna put on some fun music and dance around, warm myself up, try and do some stretches, try and do a handstand or 2 if I can, and we shall see. Now I have finally measured the purple case, and I don't know if it's acceptable or not because I can't find the measurements that Ryanair has. And also, usually it's self-check-in, so they don't measure the bag sizes. It's only really at the gate that they would if you have it for the for the cabin. So I don't know whether to just risk it or to take a smaller suitcase. So I think what I need to do is take out the clothes that I want and take out my smaller suitcase and see if I can fit them in there if it's realistic or not. Because weight-wise it won't be a problem, but space-wise it might. Although that being said, I've got pretty good at packing. So that is maybe going to have to be a tomorrow task or something. And I haven't even opened the black case yet. That can also be a tomorrow task. So I'm gonna dance now, and I'll see you. Well, maybe you can watch me dance. Enjoy that.
Give me your hand. I've got some dreams to make true. I've got the future all planned. It's time to get serious. Time to get serious.
Love, I'm doing this for love. Work in front of you. What you want, yes I know. What you want,
Hello, it's 11:53, which means I have 7 minutes until I need to try and get tickets for a show for me and my brother. I've not heard back from him. I sent him another message this morning just to confirm what his number one preference was, and he hasn't responded, but a few days ago he mentioned that Frozen was his top preference, so I'm just gonna aim for that and see what happens. I think if I can't get Frozen, I'm gonna try and get Lion King, but I don't know. I feel bad getting it without him knowing, but equally he did say he'd be happy to go to any of the three that I mentioned, well, that he sort of narrowed it down to, which was those two and Back to the Future. So I'm nervous. I really hope this works. I really, really need this to work. Ah! Also, as you can tell, I have showered and washed my hair and it feels great. Although, I have to say, my last hair wash, even on day 6 or 7 or whatever it was, yesterday, still felt pretty good. The scalp was a bit, irritated, but the curls were still strong and it wasn't messy. It was really a miracle. Anyway, I've got to go do this and I will let you know if I've succeeded. Ah! Everything I'm clicking says error updating basket, and I don't know why. I've done it. I've done it. I'm just gonna check that I've got the tickets. Oh my goodness, the stress. The stress. 6 days until the show. That's not right. Oh my goodness, it is. That's crazy. That's mad. And breathe. Yay! Hello, so just out of curiosity, I've gone back on to the same website to see if there's any tickets remaining. It's 12 now, and they are for that showing that we are going to, which is the Sunday morning of Easter, and I didn't know if Easter would make it better or worse for us, but it's totally gone. And I'm just checking, I booked my tickets I received my tickets at 12, and it probably took me about 5 minutes or so to actually secure them. So I probably got them at 12:03, so within 17 minutes, which admittedly is longer than I suppose you could imagine, but it's all gone, completely. I wonder if there's anything for other dates. The Sunday evening still has, actually. Sunday evening still has quite a few. It's just my showing that everyone's... Probably people wanted to go to a show before an Easter meal. I don't know, do you have an Easter meal? But interestingly, the Saturday also still has quite a few. Most of the other days, it's just the day that I went for, and the Thursday matinee as well. That's interesting. But I suppose kids are out of school. Are they doing extra matinees? Because the Wednesday also has a matinee. But that one still has a couple of seats. Well, I'm very happy, and I'm very relieved that I got those tickets. And I'm still in the queue for Lion King, although it says less than a minute, so let's find out together whether or not I would have got anything. It's my turn. Well, it says it's my turn, but nothing's come up yet. I'm now being redirected to the website. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness. There's individual tickets. There's like 4 individual tickets. Yeah, literally 4 individual tickets for the Lion King. So I'm very glad. And what's really interesting, I don't know why they've done it this way. I'm looking through all the other dates. And look, admittedly, it's now 12:23 and these open at 12. But there is not a single day, at least I'm still missing 2, but no, not a single day that they have pairs of tickets. They've only got individual seats. Which, when you're going on your own is fine, but if I wanted to go with my brother or if anyone wanted to go with anyone else, it wouldn't be fine. But that's interesting to know. And I'm very glad we went for Frozen, because if I'd waited to see if Lion King had them and then gone back onto Frozen, it wouldn't have. Yay! I'm happy. All right. Now, I think I didn't want to do anything because I was waiting for this. I was too nervous. But I think I'm going to have a look at my cupboard. I might take some pictures for wearing. And I'm going to open my big case and see if there's anything useful in there. But I'll probably take you with me. Yay! Literally just got a message from my brother. He's very happy, so that's good. Can you see the mess behind me? Yay!
But the reason why my cupboards are open is because I've taken a couple of things out of my suitcase which are more summery dresses, which I think will be useful for the holiday. But I've got 4 hanging items that I'm putting into the wardrobe, so I want to take 4 out. And so far I've just got this one long sleeve top which I actually haven't worn yet. But to be fair, I bought it for my finger shoot, hand model shoot thing that I did. And it's actually really nice, I just haven't had an excuse to wear it and I'm scared of wearing white. And I was considering this pink top as well, but I use it so much for auditions, so I don't really want to sacrifice it yet. But you know what? I've got about 700 jumpers, so I can probably put 1 or 2 of those away, and I'll see if I've got any dresses as well. And I was very proud of myself. I did a little sewing job, because I have this top, which you probably would have seen me wear a lot when I was working in Greece. And one of the sleeves, the other one of this, broke. But I think I've done a pretty good job of fixing it. And it's been broken for like over a year now. And it's a top I love to wear, especially sort of in more summery environments. And I just kept not knowing how to fix it, but I found my little sewing needle from when I was doing all my knitting, and I found that my grandma had some black thread, lots of black thread, so I didn't mind using a little bit just to fix it. And I think, we'll see how long it lasts, but I think I've done a good job. So I'm going to keep going with this, and I want to take pictures of things that I'm putting away and taking out so that I can immediately log them into wearing as well. That being said, I do think my grandma's going to be home soon, and then we'll probably have lunch, so I might have to take a break and come back after lunch. But that's okay. I'm happy about this. I'm happy I found some more clothes. That's good. And some that I'd totally forgotten about as well, so it's nice to see them. Right, that's all for now. Bye! Alright, I found 3 jumpers. I don't think I can get rid of any of my dresses because I need them for shul, because you need to be covered, so that's a bit annoying. I already feel like I don't have enough. But I might be able to get rid of some of my other long sleeve tops, at least from my cupboard, even though that won't help with hangers. But I feel good at least that I've found a couple of items. Also, it's hard because a lot of my clothes are in the wash at the moment, but we're just doing our best, and that's all we can ask for. Alright, that's all for now. That's the update. I hope you enjoyed that. Alright. Mess, we love it. But I think I've got all the things out that I want to get out, and I've got a pile of things here that I'm going to try and squish in one way or another. The problem is, of course, winter clothes take up a lot more space than summer clothes do. So this is, I don't know if you can see everything, there's all of this that needs to go in. But I've logged all the items. I mean, a lot of this is pajamas, but I've logged everything from here into my wearing app, and I've created a second location to be my suitcase. And then I've logged the 4 items that I took out as well. Plus I've got my swimwear as well and things like that. Also, I didn't do very much with today's hair wash, but I think whatever I did worked, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna try and get this into that case and then figure out what I'm actually gonna pack for Spain. Also, I've decided this is gonna be the end of this vlog, like this today. I'll finish it up probably tonight. And then I'll start a new vlog from Tuesday, so tomorrow until Tuesday, because on Wednesday next week I'm flying. So that's the plan, in theory. Well, that's all. I will see you later. Right, I did log a couple more things, although to be honest, for the most part, I didn't do very much. I listened to a bit of a new audiobook. I'm listening to Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before, which I'm pretty sure might be my first non-fiction book of the year, and is okay. I'm not loving it, but I want to get it done before the end of March, so I've got just under a week. But then I remembered, / my phone reminded me that I had another interview today for the university stuff that I'm doing, and the person I was interviewing would not stop talking, but in the best way possible. Like, they were just giving me so much to use and so much information and so many things to go and have a look at. And I just feel so good coming out of that chat. Like, I just feel like my brain's expanded. And obviously they said a lot of things that I agree with as well. Maybe that's not obvious. I don't know why it would be. But it just feels so good. And it's going to help me so much. It's going to give me so much for my essay. In fact, I might have too much. I think it's going to be hard to cut down between this one and the last interview I had. And I think I've got 2 or 3 more interviews this week as well. I just feel great about that. And I'm very glad they were willing to dedicate as much time as they did, because we spoke for over an hour, which is amazing. Oh, and they're fascinating. Like, the things they've been doing are so interesting, and they know so much. It was great. So now I think we're going to have supper soon. And then I think probably, I didn't actually end up taking out any clothes for what I want to pack. I did not get that far. But as I say, I've logged more items, so that's a win. And the fact that I was able to close that case was a win. So yeah, supper soon, and then we'll figure out what happens after that. I really want to try and finish watching Luke Cage tonight, but I also don't want to go to bed too late because I'm starting work tomorrow. So we shall see. Anyway, that's all for now. Bye! Hello. Right. Overall, it's been a pretty good and productive day, but not as productive as it could have been. But I did start transcribing more of the interviews, which was very useful, because that's a task I don't really want to do, but it's something that I need to do. And I've just realised as well that's a really good thing I can be doing when I'm babysitting and the kids have gone to bed. Which is good, because I'll have had another interview or two by that time. Plus, I still need to transcribe the last one from today. I've started to try and set out stuff I'm going to need for tomorrow. It's messing with my mind because I've got work in the morning, then I'm coming back here, then I'm going out in the evening, staying out overnight, going straight to work, so I need to make sure I've got work stuff with me at that second place. I need to take my passport as well, I forgot about that. And then from work, I'm coming home, immediately jumping on an interview, and then going straight, almost immediately, to my babysitting job. So basically, I need to have food and things prepared for Wednesday as well by tomorrow evening before I leave. The planning. But I'm very grateful for my online diary, my phone. What's the word? I just want to say the Dutch word. I think it is just a diary. It's now 9:30, I don't know if I said that already. I have messaged my friend to see if they want to watch the last 2 episodes of Luke Cage, but if they do, I want to start before 10. And if not, I will maybe do some more stuff for wearing. I really enjoyed doing that today, but we shall see. That is where I'm going to leave this vlog. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. As always, there are links in the description for you to check out with discount links, and if you want to support my channel and send me some money, you can do that. Everything's in the description. But thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow with a pretty busy day and a first day of work, which is exciting. I've also laid out my clothes on that chair, so I'm ready to go in the morning. It's a really decent start time. I don't start till, I think, 10:30, so I'll probably leave here around 9:45. Like, it's really not that far, so that's good. Right, I will say goodbye now and see you in the next vlog, which will be next week, I think. Bye!